unfortunately for England, it wasn't meant to be in the rugby, which is really disappointing. But thanks so much for everyone who tuned in or tunes in or has tuned in. I'm looking for a hairbrush. I think I've got one over here. Right, thanks so much for everyone who tuned in. Liam, thank you much for tuning in. The Japanese Gladiator, thank you much for tuning back in after you were here for the City Aston Villa game. Thank you much for tuning in there as well. Hi mate, my prediction is Bournemouth 0, Manchester United 1. So you're going for Manchester United win. Congratulations South Africa on winning the World Cup. It's a shame for England. I didn't watch it because I said to myself that I haven't watched any of the games so far, and England have won them all, and I didn't want to jinx it by watching it. Typical England, don't turn up for a cup final and get hammered. I remember we got to the final in 2007. Have we been to the final since then? I don't really keep up to date with rugby, but I definitely remember us getting either to the final or the semi-final. I think we played France. Is that right? I'm going Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1, says the Japanese Gladiator. Well deserved win for South Africa. I think 3-0 to United. Marcus, I got to tune in. Ben does FIFA Game. I think I got to tune in. Ben, I'm here, lads. How are you? Hi, Edward. I'm doing good. Thank you, mate. How are you? And the football fan chat, I think I got to tune in as well. Hi, I'm going 1-0 to Bournemouth. Oh, I hope that's a score. I hope that's a score, but I don't think it will be. I think it will be a Manchester United win. I went on my predictions. If you go and watch them, I think I went for a Bournemouth win here, but I don't think that will happen now. I think Manchester United will win. I've seen the side, and I think Manchester United will win this game. I'm going to go 2-1 to Manchester United. I was asleep during it all. Went downstairs to watch the match, and they were lifting the trophy. I was like, God damn it. It's just one of them things. You know, sometimes just teams are better than you on the day, and there's just nothing you can do about it. I obviously didn't see the game, so I can't comment on it too much, but it's just one of those things. I've made that worse. There we are. I sorted it. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm quite happy that England got to the semi-final. To be fair, would have been nice to win the World Cup in the cricket and the World Cup in the rugby, all in the same year. But things never go according to plan. But it is what it is. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate a like on the video. That would be very, very helpful. I'd really appreciate that. So we'll go for the team lineups then. Is there a 12:30 game in the Championship? There is. A Wigan versus Swansea. But the game we focus on is obviously Bournemouth versus Manchester United. Bournemouth's team are as follows. Ramsdale is in goal. Smith, Cook, Ake and Rico are the back four. In midfield, Harry Wilson, Lerma, Billing and Fraser, and then up front, King and Callum Wilson. The Manchester United lineup is De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Ashley Young. McTominay, Fred and Pereira in midfield, and James and Rashford either side of Martial, who is leading the line. On the bench for Bournemouth, Boric. Is it Arthur Boric? That's right, isn't it? Lewis Cook, Francis Groneveld, Liam. Is it Liam Kelly? Lloyd Kelly. He's the one who signed for Bristol City. I don't know who Liam Kelly is. Mepham and Dominic Solanke on the bench for Manchester United. Once again, several youngsters. Joe Garner. Joe Garner's the wrong player. Joe Garner played for Carlisle. I don't know why I've got mixed up with Joe Garner. That's James Garner, Mason was it Marcus Green? Mason Greenwood, Lingard, Juan Mata, Rojo, and Romero and Brandon Williams. Hi mate. Well, I'm Irish, so I'm happy that they lost and South Africa won, but it's still very good to get to the final. Yeah, and you won't be in the final of anything. Wait a minute, I have Exop is also Irish. Maybe you can hear him talk technical Irish to each other. You were speaking Irish, because they have their own language, don't they? Hi Rich, I'm tuning in. I think 3-2 to United, says Ben. Chelsea playing Watford, can't wait for that to come on, you Blues. I think it will be... I did a prediction, I can't remember what I said. I think I said about 2-0 to Chelsea in that one. What do you make of the fine for racist abuse, Bulgaria fine for the racist abuse of England players? It's pathetic sanction, some UEFA are up. Pathetic that sanction is not enough. UEFA are corrupt, and that proves it. Bulgaria punishment, choose anything. Jack, I'm tuning in. I am a firm believer that no matter what they did, they probably wouldn't fine them enough. So what they got the fine of about 65 grand, and they got 2 games behind closed door. One was suspended for 2 years. Was that it? I think that was it. So they got to play a game behind closed doors. I think that's a step in the right direction. I think they should have played more than one. I think the whole suspension is stupid, but I think the way they were acting, I wouldn't be surprised if this happens more, because it happened for. It's happened in the Kosovo game. It happened in the Czech Republic game. So they are just targeting, the opposition players rather. So I don't think this will deter Bulgaria from the from anything. I don't think it will help in any way. So I reckon we will be in the same situation next game. So I reckon that they will probably have more, but I think in time it will go up. But Bulgaria punishment, they got a stadium ban, didn't they? Yes. Leeds got 200,000 for Spygate, whereas racism got nowhere in that amount. As I've always said, I don't mean to defend UEFA, and I'm not defending UEFA by saying what I'm about to say. They are on different, the fines are by different people. So yeah, the FA fined Millwall like 80 grand or something for racist abuse, and they fined. Oh wait, no, that was the EFL who signed. I don't know. Either way, the EFL. There's nothing wrong with fining 200 grand for Spygate, right? If the other fines are equivalent or more than that. I understand why they decided to do that. I really, really do. Like they cheated, didn't they? They cheated, in my opinion. I know it's not as black and white as that, but but Leeds cases, regardless, they shouldn't be getting 65 grand. That's nothing, is it? That's nothing. But there seems to be. I read that somebody, I think it was the president of Bulgaria, rang up Raheem Sterling and apologised, and also the whole manager situation, who seems like an absolute bellend. He has resigned as well. So there's things are happening behind the scenes. Things people are getting rid of, and people have been arrested as well, haven't they? Obviously, we don't know what's happened since. The FA said that they are investigating the racism thing or something like that, but they have fined some non-league club for walking off the pitch due to racism. So that was Haringey Borough in the FA Cup 4th round. I'm not surprised they fined them. It's just typical. If England walked off against Bulgaria, would they have fined the players? No, because they're their players. But because Haringey Borough do it, because Haringey Borough are a nothing team, doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they find them. Predictions for City versus Southampton, Villa versus Liverpool. I'm going 3-1 City and 2-1 Liverpool. I think I went 3-0 to City in the Southampton game, and I went 2-0 to Liverpool, or 3-0 to Liverpool. I can't believe I just paid £100 for a Gonzalo Higuain jersey. God, that's a lot of money. But I hopefully enjoy it. Hopefully it's worth the money. My girlfriend spent a lot of money on a new makeup palette that's out. What time is kickoff? 12:30. I feel bad for the Bulgaria team as their chairman, because they had nothing to do with the Bulgarian fans being racist. But the manager come out and defended them. Or their then manager come out and defended them. So he's just as bad, isn't he? He's just as bad. And I reckon if you spoke to the chairman or whoever of the people, I reckon you still get, oh, well, we didn't really hear it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they'd be like, oh, you know what? We did hear it. I'm not going to show your comment, the Japanese Gladiator, because it has a horrible swear word in it. However, I do agree that he's not a very nice person. I feel bad. What's your prediction for Chelsea? I think I went 2-0 to Chelsea. You can check out my predictions. I agree, manager just as bad. My predictions: 3-1 City, 2-0 Liverpool, and 2-1 Bournemouth. So you think Bournemouth will win? That's similar to my predictions I made yesterday. I just think United will get the win now. I don't know why, but that is my prediction for this game. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I think they should be removed from all competitions for the next 8 years. See, the problem with that is you're punishing everyone. You're punishing everyone, and if you punish everyone, then that seems unfair. But they're to blame. Like, how unfair was it that Liverpool got the whole country banned for playing in Europe for God knows how many years? That was unfair and strange. So, you know, you don't want a situation like that. You don't want to punish everyone, but I don't know. It's quite simple. Anyone making racist chants, just ban it from the stadium. The thing is, though, there was like a steward or something, and he took his clothes off and joined in. Like, what? Like, if that's the steward, if that's the people meant to stop that kind of thing, then what's they're saying? Obviously, I've never been to Bulgaria, but I don't know. They're a little bit weird. I don't understand it. I had some people watch from Bulgaria as well for my video, so hopefully they don't come and haunt me. But maybe they shouldn't have been allowed to play the rest of their games. I don't know. They're not going to qualify for anything because they're absolutely rubbish. So it's not like they're going to be an issue in the tournament. I know last week I criticised you, but I'm watching along with you because I can't stand Mark Goldbaum. Oh yes, you did. You were really nasty. So you can watch. Why don't you apologise? I just saw a dog in the background. Did you? I don't have a dog. So that's really weird. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. No, I do have a dog, really. There he is. He's asleep. Took him to the vet yesterday. Yeah, he took him to the vets. He had to have his vaccinations, and it was his first time at his new vets. It is a dog. Yes, yeah. Alf? Oh, he's totally ignoring me. That's alright, Ronnie. You're forgiven. Luckily, I remember what you said. How are you, Kelly and Alfie? So Kelly's got work today for the first time since last week, but she has had a week off from uni, so she didn't want to go back to work today. She's really had a nice week. So she's not happy that she had to go back to work, but that's just part of it. Alfie is tired. But yeah, we took him to the vets. There's a quiet waiting room at the vets for like nervous dogs, so I took him in there. And then this man like started coming by the door, and Alfie started growling at him. But he went in. He's really, really nervous of the vets, and because he had to. I don't know if anyone knows this, but Alfie once had a chew toy, and it was like plastic and it was round and had like little spikes in it, and he swallowed some of it, and 2 months later he wouldn't go to the toilet. He wouldn't go to the toilet at all, and we took him to the vets, and they were like, oh, maybe he's just feeling a bit poorly. So I because I thought he was pooing. So I said he was pooing. So he had some chicken and rice because he's thrown up everything he ate. And then he stopped throwing up for a couple of days, and he started throwing up again, and he was only on like pasta and chicken and rice, which is very, very, very okay for dogs for when they have an upset stomach. And then they took him in for an operation, took him in for a scan. They couldn't see anything, but they said, we need to operate, we need to find out what's going on. So they operated, and he had this bit of toy in his stomach, and that was stopping him going to the toilet. So he had to spend the night in the vets, and he was very, very lucky he survived. But I'm very glad he survived, because I wouldn't be able to live without him. So yeah, since then he's been very, very scared of the vets. Very scared of the vets. Which is sad, but he needs to go, obviously. I know that feeling about not wanting to go back to work. Yeah, when I used to work, I used to be the same. I used to not want to go back. I used to hate going to work, but because what I used to do, I used to work on my own, and it was really, really tough. Like when I was at the rescue, on everyone else's day, besides one of my days, on a Tuesday I'd be completely on my own. So I had like 12 dogs, let's say, or 11 dogs, or 10 dogs, and I'd have to look after them, clean them out, take them for walks, wash up, deal with the people, answer the phone, all on my own. And on other people's day, they'd have like 3 or 4 people, so it'd all be easy for them. As for me, it'd be really difficult. I was really, really tired. And then Kelly started helping me on Sunday, but yeah, it was really, really, really tough. So yeah. So yes, so I didn't like going. I didn't like going to work on a Tuesday, but I didn't mind on a Sunday. But nobody used to come and help me, which is rather annoying. So the other games today: Arsenal, Wolves, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Brighton, Norwich, Man City, Southampton, Sheffield United, Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle, and Watford versus Chelsea. The games on Sunday: Crystal Palace, Leicester, Everton, Tottenham. No games on Monday, just Stoke versus West Brom in the Championship, and then Tuesday we're back to the Champions League. 49 Spurs fans banned for life for selling tickets. I think that's good. I hate touts. Yes, well, they sold them to the Red Star Belgrade fans, didn't they? So, and they were banned from going into the match for whatever reason. So I think it was right to ban them for life, because they could have been taken in something that could have caused a lot of trouble and a lot of anger. Obviously, they didn't seem to do that, but yeah, very, very poor. I'm going 3-2 to Bournemouth. Okay. Hopefully it'll be a good game like that, and lots of goals. Don't think there'll be as many goals as last time, but hopefully there will be some. Don't want to see a 0-0. Don't know if you can hear Alfie breathing in the background, so I apologise if you can. So I went for the job interview last week, and I haven't heard back, so I don't think I got the job, which is upsetting. I honestly thought I had a good chance. But obviously it doesn't turn out that way. Jamaican midfielder, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, Taranaya Clark, who made an international debut just last month, has passed away after a stabbing incident in Kingston. That's really sad. I don't understand why anyone carries a knife. So, yeah, I don't... Literally, as I said the other day when I was talking about carving the pumpkins, I don't even touch knives. Like, anything longer than like a eating knife, I won't touch. That's why I don't order a steak. So I don't want to have one of those sharp knives. So I don't order that very often. So I don't, and I won't touch a big knife. So, yeah, and I'm very... Is that Kingston, England? No, Kingston in Jamaica. I assume he means Jamaica. Give it 1 week, they might call you back. Yeah, they might do. But I don't think they will. I just think that me having like Asperger's, not being able to look people in the eye, has really, really made an issue. I think I'd have got it. Honestly, think I'd have got it if I could make eye contact. But the thing is, a lot of people just wouldn't understand that. Just think I was being rude when I don't make eye contact. When that's not the case, I am listening. I just can't make eye contact. So I think that's what buggered me up, which is a shame. But there's literally nothing I could do about it. I had job interviews at B&M Bargains after 1 week. Didn't hear back. That's a shame. Did you ever hear back, or was it the same as me? That is a shame, though, Chris. I didn't ever hear back, unfortunately. I just think that, like, there's no need to just never reply. Like, you could just send an email, just be like, because what if that person's waiting for their job? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if they're waiting to hear back? Like, they're not applying for any other jobs because they're waiting for that one. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I am not very highly skilled, so I don't know what it's like if you go for a job at, like, I don't know, something that's highly skilled, but I don't see any reason. It's courteous. It's courteous to send an email. Just be like, oh, just sorry, you weren't like successful on this time, unfortunately, but please don't hesitate to apply again. Because I thought I nailed it. I really did. I thought I did really well. I thought I got the questions okay. So I haven't had a job for 1 year. I mean, I'm trying my best applying for jobs yet. Only had one interview, which I told you about. The others don't apply with an interview. That's a shame, dude. It's a shame that people don't get, even if it's just to say, oh, sorry, you weren't successful. But I suppose I don't really need to. But yeah, maybe just keep looking. Try and find something close. You worked at a pizza place, didn't you? Or am I thinking of someone else? My work always phone people to tell you if you got the job or not. That's good. I've only ever worked at one place, and they never really did job interviews. So, yeah. I'm going to put my headphones in. I worked at a burger and grill restaurant. Oh, right, I see. I thought you worked at a pizza place, but I must be getting confused. If you are enjoying the video, feel free to smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it. We're getting ready for kickoff here. I'm in Birmingham for our game today at 3 p.m. I've said this before, but my girlfriend. Oh, I get confused. One of my sisters used to live right near the Aston Villa Stadium, and I've been to the Aston Villa Stadium twice. I've been in the home end and away end. I just figured out I've been in my job for 13 years. That's a long time. It's 13 years. That's 2006. That's quite a long time. All right, having a minute's silence for the lives that have fallen during the wars. So I will be quiet I will try and stay quiet, so please don't ask too many questions. Or you can ask questions and I'll respond to them after. I just always feel a bit awkward when this minute of silence is on and I'm speaking. And makes it feel really weird. But they're just talking at the moment. So. Here we are. There we are. Minute silence is over. Now, you know that bloody horn thing they have, right? It was like, boo, but it had something stuck in it. So it didn't play and it started to come out. It's like, why is it working? It's windy here as well. It's windy and very rainy here as well. So yeah, it's windy here. What's it like for everyone else, Rich and other people? There we are. I'll lick your haircut. Thank you so much. I had it cut on Wednesday. I had it cut on Wednesday. My girlfriend had her hair dyed too, so we had our hair done at the same time. But obviously, mine takes about 15 minutes. Hers takes like 2 hours. It's windy where I am. It's raining. Winter is here. Yeah, it's been horrible for a while, hasn't it? It's been like lots of rain for a while. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. It's just been really vile. Don't expect too many people on because obviously Denight is Stand Alive and they get like 20,000 people on and watching on, and I get like 20. So, Biking Red, thanks for tuning in, dude. How you doing, my friend? Thanks so much for tuning in. It's always nice to see people that. Oh, we're giving the ball away. Mumsaka wins it back. And Lindelof got it. Congratulations to South Africa. It's always nice to see people who are in the chat like one day and then come back the next day. Or the next stream. I really like that. It always makes me feel really warm inside. What time am I? Funny on Twitter, if you haven't already, Mike Talks Footy. I tried to follow everyone back on there. Fraser. So hopefully we'll have a good game as we had on Wednesday, but I don't think that'll happen. Wait a minute, it couldn't have been Wednesday. I had my haircut Thursday. Because Wednesday I did the game, didn't I? So it was Thursday I had my haircut. It looks a bit... I have got the hairbrush here. It's a poshy hairbrush. Lost rugby final at Scrum. I did see that England lost the final, but I don't really care for rugby. So I don't really care for rugby at all. But I was disappointed to see England lose. Obviously, I never want England to lose in anything. Or Britain, if it's like Olympics. Lost Liverpool 5-5 was a crazy game. I went to it. Yeah, it was a crazy game. I enjoyed watching it. I think the Liverpool should have gone out. I think Arsenal should have definitely beat them. I can't believe they didn't, to be fair. Here's Daniel James. Puts the ball in. There's no one there. And Belling will get it. Oh, Jefferson Lamb or rather. Jaden Fox. Jaden, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Here is Fred. Wan-Bissaka. I think just saying. I reckon United will win this game, but I'd like to see Bournemouth win. They go out wide looking for Daniel James as well, but Rico does very well. I'm going to say Sacco. Sacco doesn't even play for them. Hi Mike, Lenny here. How are you, mate? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Does anyone care about the rugby? Well, a lot of people have spoken about the rugby. Viking Red, and if I go up really high, the Japanese Gladiator brought it up. So yeah, some people care about the rugby. BT Sport are broadcasting all New Year's games for the first time. I see that. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing on New Year's Day. I assume I'll be back home. It's on a Wednesday. I assume I'll be back home, but that's just so many games to cover. I could be live all day. I could go live and just be live all day. I remember watching some cricket, Rich, and it was at Headingley. I think it's Headingley, and you could see the Leeds Rhinos. I think it's the Leeds Rhinos stadium in the background. So that's interesting. I don't think I'm going to be live all day, but I'll be live for one of the games. So I'll probably watch a lot of them, because Kelly will probably have work. I'm looking forward to the summer. I only watch football, darts and Formula 1. They're my main sports. Rugby is occasionally thing. They're next to each other. Yes, that's what I mean. Phone's going off. That'll be Kelly. I'm on my break now. Message me. So I don't watch darts much. I used to watch darts a little bit. My dad watches darts. Formula 1 I don't watch. Austin Vlogs, how much tuning in, dude? How you doing? Here's Callum Wilson. Looks out wide. Wan-Bissaka does well. I go 1-1 Arsenal. Yeah, you said. It's interesting. I think it'll be the same. I don't think Arsenal. I'm on the way to Emirates and vlogging today. Fantastic. I am quitting rugby to maybe join Scouts. That's nice. Somebody I went to school with went to Scouts. I went to Cubs once, but it wasn't really my cup of tea. I tell you why it wasn't my cup of tea, because I don't like new people. So I went. Like I sometimes I amaze myself. Subi, thank you for tuning in. Subi, how you doing? You Jefferson Lerman with the head. It comes down to Scott McTominay, Fred. God, United have a very poor team compared to yesteryear. Pereira shot way over the bar. How's your day? My day's been very good, thank you. I'm fine. What about you? I'm doing good, thank you, Subi. My local town, Carlisle, at home to Macclesfield. Won't be surprised if Carlisle get beat. It's very grim at Carlisle at the moment. Let me have a look. League 2. Carlisle, I assume they're down there. 20th. There's only one. I think Morecambe will go. I think Morecambe are knackered. But then again, Macclesfield might go because they keep failing to pay the players. Oh, Fred comes in, but he's put it wide. England only lost because they never turned up. Why is all sports England gets to finals and bottle it? I know England are good at cricket, but the reason why, is my opinion, is that too many foreigners are good. Sometimes if the team doesn't turn up, maybe that's just because the other team's so good. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I got a feeling we should win against Aston Villa. Should win against Aston Villa, playing foot champs. I don't have a latest game, but I think I said I was going to hone my craft on FIFA 19 and then get the FIFA 21. United will win 2-0, 4-0 to Liverpool. I reckon this game will be a draw. Are you streaming Man City today? I don't stream any 3 o'clock games because I don't. Unless I listen to the radio. But no. Yeah, and that's the question is no. FIFA 20 is sick. Because it's one of those things, it's one of those games where people are like, oh, it's rubbish. Like straight away. So, but that's never the case. I think we will find it tough at Villa. Even we found it tough at Sheffield United, but I still expect us to get a win. That's absolutely having it down in Bournemouth. That was a good game between Liverpool and Arsenal. It was a really good game. My girlfriend's old best friend was at university at Bournemouth, but she deleted us because I accidentally liked one of her posts. So she deleted me and Kelly. Bray Wyatt is behind you. I don't think he is behind me. He's probably still stuck in Saudi Arabia. I was at Anfield. It was amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Arsenal sucks. Hello, Mike. Thundy's got a shooting in Thundy. How you doing, my friend? 10 minutes in. It's still 0-0. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Arsenal and Liverpool game. I wish that they could play forever. It'd have been about 18 each if they'd have played forever. I tell you when it went south. When they took Ozil off. That's when it went south for Arsenal. They should have never taken Ozil off. So I reckon they'd scored more if they'd had Ozil. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Thanks. What about you? I'm doing good. Thank you, Thandi. I'm doing good. Just talking about Fred. Come on, United. Joe Wright. I think I was tuning in. Joe Wright. How you doing? Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka.